an Italian and a Greek and an Indian walk into a bar, and they did our podcast. And then that'll be the intro.
Here we go.
Haha, yeah, I'm knocking to the bank with it.
Are you ready to get down? And welcome to the Antisocial Comedians Club.
Year anniversary with me and Captain Ingram.
Alright.
Mate, you look special needs. Why are you sat there?
Trying to get these up.
You said something about Mary. Something about Mary, the brother with his candle.
My baseball. Fucking bean.
Oh, this coming in hot this episode.
I'm fucking worried.
He was masturbating.
Off to a lovely start.
That could be deemed offensive.
Right, I'll introduce everyone. So, because it's the year anniversary, we've had special guests on. We've got the wonderful Carter and Chelley.
Hello.
Everyone thought it was this guy. Carter and Chelley from the first ever episode. You might remember him from his bumhole being bleached. He's an author, comedian, all-round great guy. Podcaster. Now he's a podcaster. Because of us. So if you want to know more about him, go back to episode 1. We also have Mr. Douglas Carter, aka Mr. Dougie Dunkley, aka dug him up somewhere. You were on like episode 5, 6. I don't know. He's got an episode. Listen to that. It goes on for ages. We learned everything about him. It's awesome. And this special motherfucker, we've been talking about getting on for ages, but me and Leigh kept forgetting. So we asked him on this one. One of the best promoters in Birmingham. Absolutely fantastic comedian. Supported. Who did you support the other week? Keith Allen.
Not the other week.
Keith Allen?
Not Keith Allen. No.
Keith Allen.
Hey, what's his name?
That's a good Frankie Allen.
Frankie Allen!
Not
Keith.
Allen.
Yeah.
I'm supporting Tom Allen. Oh, you don't mention it. Never.
Okay. So that's what they've got going on. But the guy's incredible. Got a new podcast come out. What's his name?
Fat Theo Chat Shit.
Fat Theo Chat Shit, which is
Check that
awkward.
on YouTube. It's
Fat Theo, the thinnest one out of this many.
It's mad. I'm Fat Theo and I'm the thinnest guy on the table.
Oh yeah, sorry, Tharun, TOC, TOC,
TOC.
Totally obvious comedy, not totally obvious name. So he's got his podcast that we've been on, episode 1, his best one. So check that out.
I'm on one.
Oh yeah, Doug's on one.
Next one. Doug's is coming out soon.
It might be out. I don't know when this is coming out. But if it's out after Friday, it was out last Friday. It's out before Friday. It's out this Friday.
Thank you, Doug, for plugging my podcast.
Comes out on a Friday.
A Friday.
Yeah. So yeah. Oh, also, because as you know from listening to the first episode, we originally recorded this podcast in the Bull in Canterstop, and that is exactly where we are now. So that's nice. Let's chat shit.
Well,
now.
that's my thing.
Now.
Chat shit is my thing.
Chat shit is your thing.
Bring me on your show, your podcast. Then bring my line.
That's not even parallel thinking. That's just
That's just like Doug stealing memes to make.
You should be cancelled.
I should be cancelled.
What's this straight in there? Stealing meme shit. What's all about? Instantly, look, you've got. Fucking booking me straight away, innit?
Also,
I bet you've been in group chats without me going, just get that cunt. Get it. Fucking get it. Yeah.
To be honest, Doug, you're not that important.
I can't even argue with him because he gives me gigs.
Paid gigs.
Yeah. To be fair,
yeah, I've read £1 time apparently.
also, if I get cancelled for stealing material, I've done well. Because there's a million other things I should have been cancelled for.
Let's not go into that.
You can't get cancelled. It's impossible to get cancelled.
Just
do your own thing.
Just come out under another name.
No one can cancel me. I'll put my own gig on. Fuck them.
I've seen it.
But people will still buy tickets. You know, you can't get cancelled unless.
Yeah. I get where you come from.
If you're high up, like, you can get cancelled by the BBC or live at the Post. Yeah, that's different. At our level. Who the fuck's gonna cancel me?
Yeah. Also, on that subject, if you are interested in Theo's gigs, he's putting one on next week called The Wildly Racist Lollapalooza. Featuring me, Leigh, and none of the others. Yeah, so if you want to go to a comedy gig that wildly resembles a clan meeting, there's your guy.
It's all my homophobic rants.
Mate, I'd love it if your next gig, you're like, fucking hell, it's sold out, and then a bunch of skinners sitting on the front row. Yeah. Well, Laval comes on stage, like, yeah. One of them, they just sit there going, oh, this better be blackface.
Oh my dear.
Yeah, so this is exactly why we've had you three on, because you are the best guests we've had and the funniest people we know.
So yeah, you got Doug on because he was a good guest before.
Yeah.
Me, because I'm the funniest person you know. And just to hide the racist undertone, you got that one.
Yeah.
So basically, a diversity quota right here. They tick that off the.
Get the quote.
He's like South Park. Are you token?
I'm token it.
So basically, it works as funniest guy we've had, token, special needs. I could do with some extra gigs.
You know how it works.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
We all know our role. The next day. Remember yesterday you told me you were giving me a gig? Did I? Yeah.
In here as well.
Yeah, he forgets everything, honestly.
Mate, I told you yesterday I'd give you a gig.
Yeah, to be honest, he forgot he gigged with us until he remembered that he lost his shoes on the sticky floor.
Oh,
That
listen.
floor stick it. Is that
This is about
Phoenix?
sticky floor.
No.
The shed.
There's
The
a
shed.
gig
Oh,
at
the
a place
shed.
called the Shed for these.
Yeah.
And I walked in, I had my blue suede shoes on, I've got on tonight. And I've just walked in, and as I was walking, my shoes stuck to the floor, my foot came out of it, because they're like loafers. I was barefoot, because that's how sticky the floor was, so I started giving the barman grief when I was on stage, saying, clean your fucking floors, man. And these two looked horrified when I was doing it.
Nah, mate. It was a lot worse.
Phoenix was
Phoenix was nice
sticky.
when I went, but they must have known I was coming, so they give it a wash off.
Yeah, maybe.
I knew this guy might quit eating the floors here, so let's just make sure it's clean.
I've been disgusted at two comedians. So that whole time we did Who Needs a Netflix special, one, I won't name his name, but he was doing a 10 and we were already running over. I said, you've got to do a tight 10. He went, yeah, no worries. So at 13 minutes, he starts promoting his own comedy night that he had down the road and his podcast. And I'm like, mate, you're done. He was like, yeah, I'm just telling everyone where I am. I'm like, you can't promote your night that runs the same night we do ours that starts next month.
He literally had a tour list and was
And then
reading
fell
off-
out with us.
I'm in Falkirk on the
Mate, no.
13th.
Please tell me who this was.
No. On that Sunday, the first time we did it, Laval Smith dragged him off stage. He started doing it, and Laval just went up and went, no, mate, you know. No, little guy.
Well, Lavelle with his massive arms.
Yeah, this tiny little guy's just getting dragged off by the
I don't know who you're on about, but I'm not saying you know. I'm not saying it.
I want to get him on the podcast.
No.
The other
So
one.
we're cutting it off for 20 minutes. You'll be there the next
Self-promotion.
day in a sleeping bag, still there.
See, I'll just name them, I will. This is the difference between me and everyone else. I'll name them and then just delete my Facebook for a few weeks where
Or just blink and forget that you've done it.
Yeah, well, when I wake up in the morning, I'm fine till I go back on Facebook and see everyone hates me.
Yeah, the other one. Sorry, the other one
Of 50
was
first dates, isn't it?
the other one was the first time, and Leigh fucked me over here. A really good comedian that we all know, Joseph Johnson.
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
never met him before, and he was
Tall,
like,
gangly lad.
yeah,
Yeah.
I like him.
Mate, he's brilliant.
He's a bit dark,
Yeah.
isn't he?
No, I didn't know this.
Whoa.
No, mate.
What colour? What's his colour got to do with it?
He's far from that, mate.
He's a big, gangly, fucking what? He looks like a golf club. But mate, he is fucking.
Now your body shame.
He's dark.
And now your body shame.
Yeah.
Fucking tell you what.
He's a nice guy.
So he went
to
on.
put up with.
I've noticed the abuse you're getting, Doug.
I'm hoping that
I
he
know.
hasn't
I was
got
nice to
fucking
you on my
aneurysm now.
podcast.
We had 3 parts of that show. He opened the second half, and I do dark shit. Everyone does dark, and I appreciate dark shit. He went so dark. I literally had 2 more comedians on after him, and I was like, I was looking at the final 3 going, I'm gonna have to put a pro on just bang in the middle to bring this back.
Do you know what does my head in about it? How good looking the little prick is.
He's so good looking.
Yes, I am.
He is a good looking
Yes.
lad.
And I'm like,
And he's so young as well. He's so young.
Now he's starting to sound like fucking Epstein's Island, do you?
I can do a good deal on him.
I'm going to put this out there as well. When we were doing our comedy course, because you were on the same course as me,
I was.
there was a photo that somebody snuck of him whilst he was taking a piss. He's packing heat.
Oh,
The kid's
mate,
packing
you know what?
heat.
He's got a long
I
one.
swear, mate.
It's-
Honestly.
I'm not being funny. The kid's young. He's fairly. He's fairly good looking lad. He looks like a giraffe. His favourite thing is to tell dead baby jokes, and his girlfriend looks like a supermodel. I know he's got no money, so I automatically assume he had a massive penis.
While we're on the subject of peanuts.
Oh, right, sorry.
Have you not heard about the fucking that guy that can wrap his cock around his arm so it's like a watch?
No.
So what have you been
Theo,
looking up?
show him afterwards, yeah?
What is this?
Show him after. He'll show you. You're not going to get to see it, but can you? These will get to see it.
I've never done that.
Oh, mate, this is when you
Someone told me. Is that just one of them urban legends?
No, what it
Theo's
is-
got a massive
Someone said you can wrap it around your wrist.
Well, Theo can
I
wrap
might
his
have
cock
done
around
it
his
at a
wrist.
party once, but it's not something I do regularly.
Yeah.
But you have done it.
What you're forgetting is the reason he can wrap it.
I want to see it as well now.
He called me up one day. He's working on the site. I can't remember the exact story, but
What, me?
yeah.
And I asked you.
Yeah.
Because I've got a bit of a chopper as well, but I don't talk about it that often.
But he called me up.
Full on contact with hundreds of people. I have a big chopper too.
I was sitting in my house watching telly.
I have a very hairy one.
Me and
You mean a couple of inches, like.
me and my wife watching telly, and he called me in the middle of the day, and I thought, what's this fucking idiot want? So I answered it, and I thought, oh, what, mate? I've got no gigs. What are you calling me for? Fuck you. You got a big gig? I thought,
It is just a bit of a random question. Someone told me you've got a massive well.
I'm working with this guy. I told him I'm a comedian. Because when you meet
Oh, this is when I was working in Brub.
when you meet Doug, right, anyone in real world meets Doug, it takes him about 10 minutes to tell you he's involved in comedy. And
I'm not comedy's version of a vegan. Hi, my name's Doug, I'm a comedian. I'm not like that.
When you get to a job, oh, are you the forklift driver? Well, I'm a comedian. This is how I make my money. Yeah.
Right, before we go any fucking further, let me tell you something. Right? I worked on a site for 3 months and never told anyone. And it was only when I got next to a lorry to unload it, and I went, I'll be 2 minutes, mate, drove off, that then a ground worker come up to me and he went, he's just asked for your autograph. I went, fuck off. He went, he's just asked for your autograph. He went, what do you do? I says, well, I just do funny videos on the internet and that. He went, what, are you quite big? I went, not massive. I said, but I've got a bit of a following. He went, you must have if he's asking for a fucking autograph. And
Yes.
it was weird, do you know what I mean? So
That's for you,
don't
mate.
tell everyone that I've got a comedy page called Random Waffle Bollocks.
He also doesn't tell everybody he's got a chopper on him.
Yes.
Anything else you don't tell anyone, mate.
I don't tell anybody that this is Junglist Network clothing and you can wear it on the internet. I don't tell anyone that. I don't tell anyone that this is lizard green CBD oil that helps with many different illnesses. You just put a drop under your tongue for 45 seconds and you get a discount. Waffle 25, you get a discount. Theo, you were talking about this earlier. Why don't you get some of this? You get a discount if you put in Waffle 25 and your discount will also get me a bit of money in my bank. So there you go. That's enough plugging anyway. Well, can we carry on?
talking of plugging,
Doesn't do anything to soothe the ego, though, does it?
Talking of plugging, I was going to Ibiza once, and I was going to plug a load of. I've never been to Ibiza.
I went to RB for
It's an in-joke.
Hey, get it out was the problem.
Tumbleweed.
How was lockdown for you? Because I know you started fishing, as you can tell by what you're wearing.
Oh, this!
Yeah.
This is actually
got some
cannabis
drink?
clothing, mate. This is
Alright.
this. You've got that totally wrong. This is not a fishing hat.
Is it not drink?
Yeah.
No, this is not a fishing hat. This is actually Blue Cheese Clothing, a Nottingham clothing maker who gave me this. It's true. Blue Cheese Clothing. He's Nottingham. Yeah, he's very good.
You plug him.
No. You asked the
Plug
question.
in fishing now. To be honest, I mean, we're happy for the plugs because we can probably get some sponsors out of this.
Yeah.
So happy days.
I'll tell you
goals,
what,
mate, 'cause
some of the
there's
clothes
so much
Blue
money.
Cheese Clothing has are fantastic.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
Tell him to send me some, I'll be fucking.
I can't imagine you make much money out of CBD. Or if all your mates are stoners, they've got it already.
It's not my mates, it's my followers on
Oh, right.
Facebook. I only did it to help a mate out. My mate's made the design on that.
Oxy.
Chris
Oxy.
He's the one that
Fantastic
made. He's done
comedian
the.
and
He's done the
I do like
design on
Oxy,
that, and he's
We can
part
have
of the
a podcast
company.
story.
But he said to me when I had panic attacks. Let's just get this other. He said to me when I had panic attacks to try this stuff, and I says, look, I'm not going to plug something if it doesn't work, but this actually does.
Do you know what the best
Well,
thing?
can we get the commercial side of it out of the way now and get back to it?
Yeah. Well, it's his fault for talking about Blue
I'll tell you
Cheese
what,
Clothing.
You think that's good? Do you know what's really good for panic attacks? What? Stopping all that Class A drugs you do. You want to plug, mate.
That's the old me. I'm
What's
a
your
family
favourite
man
one?
now. What's my favourite?
What's your favourite Class A drug?
Mandy all day long's the best drug.
Mandy.
no, what Theo's is.
Mandy, yeah.
Mandy, yeah. I can't do
don't
it
touch
anymore because I'm a
anymore.
family man now.
When I was younger, that was my favourite.
That was your go-to.
My go-to is
go-to.
Ginsters.
Yeah, I can see.
I used to take that
I
shit
thought it was
every
Greg's.
day.
Lost 2 stone and you
I'm in shock. I thought it was Greg's. Look.
I got hospitalised because of it. Let's not talk about getting hospitalised.
What, because of Greg's?
Because of
Mango.
How many steak bakes did you have?
ecstasy.
I don't think you can overdose on bacon and cheese turnovers.
You can
Frank Parker's. Yes, you can OD on Frank Parker's
Right.
food.
What's Frank?
Okay, podcast. I wanted to talk about this. Have you motherfuckers, probably more you two, seen Turkey Twizzlers are coming back?
Yes,
What?
it is. Bernard
Turkey
Matthews.
Twizzlers coming
Why you two? Why did he put you two up?
Because you two are a bit older.
Yeah,
What, you think we don't know?
You didn't suffer the loss
We
of
went
Turkey
through.
Twizzlers
We
like
went
we
through
did.
Turkey Twizzlers being a thing,
No.
and then them getting banned.
No, sir, because you don't remember turning up at school one day and you're like, oh, I'll have turkey Twizzlers, please. And they're like, no, we've got risotto. And I'm like, what shit is this?
That was thanks to the good old Jamie Oliver.
Jamie Oliver fucked
Jamie
me
Oliver.
when I was 10.
And then he took his Turkey Twizzlers away
Not
from
as
him.
good.
Turkey Twizzlers weren't where it was at anyway. It was turkey drums.
Turkey drums.
Yes, but they changed the flavour and fucked that shit
Yeah, but they
up.
didn't change the dinosaurs. If you eat the dinosaurs, they're the same
The
thing.
Twizzlers had that nice barbecue taste to them. They were something special. You knew you hit it big when you had
Cancer.
Twizzlers.
I've got to be honest, right?
Oh, thank you for bringing another pint from this. Where are we?
Can't stop at the ball.
Counter stop at the Bull.
We're doing free
Yeah,
advertising.
Yeah, we're advertising.
What's your
everything.
name again, sorry?
Meg.
Meg is.
We're doing
she's
advertising
lovely.
to the 7 people who are going to watch it.
Yeah.
This podcast.
Actually, fuck.
My mum.
These
My
guys.
mum.
My mum.
His mum. That dog, she's
Yeah, but we don't get the hit off your mum because I send it to a direct.
Mum ain't watching it. Can't get cable to fucking 6 feet under.
I thought you
She ain't gonna be fucking bothered. She's
don't
there.
blame me, I didn't do that.
Fucking hell.
So Turkey Twizzlers.
Yeah.
Did you see her reaction? Poor girl.
Yeah.
She literally stood there.
I wouldn't be doing this shit if it weren't for me mum.
I love the way. Drink.
Oh, but you give me gigs, yeah, I'll give it.
Don't Leigh look like he's the one guy at an NWA concert that's
Anything
definitely
else?
getting beat up?
Is there anything else you'd
I love you, Ice Cube!
I'm loving this rapidity hop. It's good.
Yeah, that's right. You see, when you
Look,
run
could you
gigs,
grab my Guinness, please, mate?
You got any gigs?
Yeah, here.
this is the gig.
Is there anything else you'd like me to get you?
Don't do that, mate. I'll be battered.
This is
what
why
day is it?
Doug's widely known as the brown nose of the comedy circuit.
I'm off.
But that's only.
Everyone thought he was because of his skin tone.
Yeah, that's only because of he's the most racist comedian in the world.
I'm not. Just tell you about my wife.
Do you know what? When I introduced you as an Italian and a Greek and an Indian, walked into
I
a
was
pub.
thinking he was the Italian.
Two things. He's the Italian.
you Italian?
We covered it on the podcast. See, if you were a fan, you'd know this. But there's two things.
He mentioned
I
it
know
online
you're
as well.
actually from Cyprus and that your whole life's a facade, but I really wasn't sure if you were from India.
Greek Cypriot.
Well, I'm not.
Yeah, I was going to say, I
literally
thought you were Greek.
No, no, you're not.
I'm from Leicester, which is kind of India.
So you're
I'll
from.
put it.
I'm from Birmingham.
You gave
my
me one of
family's
the
from
best
India,
opening lines at that open.
but I'm from Leicester.
Yeah.
What you do?
So yeah, but they.
I don't want to keep talking over
I'm English, but I'm half Sicilian.
Sicilian.
So you're not English then? I'm English, but I'm half Irish, half Greek.
Yeah, but where were you born?
No, I'm from Birmingham. I lived in Bromsgrove.
Well, there you go. I'm English. I was born in Coventry, but I'm more.
Your
I've
heritage.
got more Italian in me than I have English.
You have some Greek in
My nan and granddad's Scottish and English, so they created me mum. So she's half and half.
Well,
That's
just gonna
a
set what's on
quarter.
there.
I'll let you off because you've run some good gigs.
Yeah, I was saying, so Theo gave me one of the best opening lines. This gig was shit, no disrespect, you're a great promoter, but this one was wank.
Oh,
So, right, and Theo's come on
telling me about
stage, we were in a calf, and like, Theo, mate, in all respect, because he's a good promoter, he said, I don't want anyone eating, make sure all the food's gone before the comedians come up. And I've come in like halfway through, and I've literally just come on stage and gone, you may be wondering why they made sure you weren't eating and that they were during the performance. I said, it's because this Greek cunt's going to smash all the plates. It kills, and I just had a moment of just bathing in it, and then you just hear in the background, he goes, actually, I'm from Cyprus.
I don't remember that because another thing about me is I forget everything.
Yeah, that was a good gig. It wasn't good. It was fun. It was weird.
It was weird. Right? They asked me as a favour to do it at open mic there, so I tried to help them out. And it was okay. But
it was the first time that I've been on stage and prayed. Because I went up and this girl was like, I said, what do you do? And she's like, I'm a dancer. And I went, oh right, what, like in a group or something? No, I'm a private dancer. And I went, you're a stripper? And she went, yeah. And I literally went, thank you, Jesus. Thank you for this nugget of joy.
That's the one who said to me, she's like, I said, don't be speaking out while I'm talking. I was like, abuse you. And she's like, abuse me? I was like, oh, you want to be abused, do you? And the old woman at the back was like, don't speak like that to a woman. And I was like, fuck off.
She just asked.
She just asked me. Should I go? And I was like, good.
Do you know what the problem was?
Be careful driving home.
You didn't have written consent.
Oh, you have to carry the form with you now.
Yeah. If someone says abuse me, say, can you just sign
that
it,
woman
please?
in the audience is a fan now. We're actually friends. We chat like and no.
They've never been closer.
I'm married.
Theo and the woman that gets naked for money. What a strange combo. Next you'll be telling me you're friends with a drug dealer. Oh, really?
I'm actually closer friends now with the man who strips for money.
Yeah, you are.
Fabio. Me and Fabio are like tight. I'm not getting. I was thinking.
Does he know Channing Tatum?
What?
Does he know Channing Tatum?
Well, he's actually he's the real life Magic Mike.
Yeah.
If you go to my podcast on Fat Theo Chat Shit, you'll see my interview with Fabio, the real life Magic Mike. It's a great chat. It's a great story. It's not like this sort of unorganised rabble.
Yeah.
It's a proper interview and a good chat. So pop over and see how it's done real good, like. And
It's not funny, but it's a great chat.
Yeah.
Fabio's sexy as fuck, man.
Mate, when
He
I was
looks
talking
a
to
good
him,
looking bloke.
I was ripping
I
into
need
Fabio.
to see this guy.
Fabio was such a good sport until I said something like, oh, it's such a good job you're so good looking, because I can't understand a fucking word you're saying. And he went,
Perfect soda.
and I'm like, mate, it's not threatening, you just said sexy.
It's ridiculous, man. Like, we went out. We did the podcast and we went and had a bit of food after. We went and walked into this little quick bar, and we sat there like, and the women were just staring at us, man. Not that way.
Wow, yeah.
Who said to the word was? I've got to do pretty well tonight, aren't I?
This is after shave, I
I'm with Theo, good night then.
You shot the M&S with
Well, it was an insult into what the other half live like, the good-looking people. I know it does happen. You've never, no, you don't.
Everyone in that restaurant looked and went, oh, bless him.
He thought he was my
He's brought his little friend with him.
I got offered modelling.
What?
I got offered modelling.
Oh, they do plus size.
Modelling?
Little was catalogue.
No, I got offered modelling.
Mate, you've done everything. You've
got
done
offered
everything.
modelling.
Well, what modelling did you get offered?
Clay modelling.
I mean, I know they do plus size models now, so maybe that's what they look like.
No, mate. He was a looker in the 90s.
I used to be a dancer.
You used to be a dancer?
This is how Doug used
You
to
didn't
dance.
mention it on mine.
Yeah, he ain't joking. And I got paid for it. I mean, and I used to get 100 pence for it.
I mean, you're dressed like you're from the 90s right now, but
In the 90s.
in the 90s, you used to be a dancer. What did you do in the 90s?
I like the way you like.
I was a rave dancer.
I see I haven't moved on.
I was only a child in the 90s.
I'm still in the
Here's
rave
the
scene.
The thing that made me laugh when
Still do all
My
the
wife's
videos,
cousin's a drum and bass DJ.
Yeah, but we spoke
DJ,
about this,
oh.
but you fucking forgot.
the thing is, when you went, I was a looker in the 90s, I thought, yeah, they're called peepers now. Curtain twitching motherfucker.
I was.
You call yourself a looker.
I really hope
I travelled the.
you can hear this on the mic because we're all just shouting over each other.
Yeah, it's going to be. You're going to do some editing on this, I think.
Anyway.
I
Did you get
I
any?
literally just went, we're all talking over each other, and before I even finished my sentence, you went, anyway.
Because that's the way of... And then we can get on
Oh,
to...
sorry.
So, what about these questions, young man?
Mate, we're nowhere near that yet. We've still got some ground to cover.
Oh, sad.
You heard about, right, North Korea? This is a bit of... I'm saying it.
Oh,
I remembered because of Kim Jong-un sitting here.
When did you write that?
He's told people...
I did a post. I put a picture on my page of Kim Jong-un as a lookalike of me.
Do you know what? Theo, and I mean this in the nicest way. When I first seen you with glasses on, I literally went, I thought Buddy Holly died. Turns out he just got diabetes.
Have you seen my post with Jodie Marshall's tower, Buddy Holly?
Yeah.
You asked me to do a roast battle with you, and within 10 minutes, I would have fucking destroyed you. Because I did the roast battle in London at the Premier
would have
League.
destroyed me.
I did the roast battle Premier League in London at Bill Murray.
Yeah, I think we should all.
I want to see it now.
And and you said to me, how's the Bill Murray? Is it good? What's the roast? Because it's like the best one in the UK. And I went, it's amazing. And you went, I'll roast you. And I went, yeah, Sam. And then
I wasn't talking about comedy.
Just in general.
Spit roast.
I'll enjoy it.
Look at the Greek about kebabs already.
The reason I went to a roast battle on stage, I was going to do some, but they're like, this is who you're roasting. Have the chat first. Work out what you're going to say to each other. I was like, fuck off.
No, you have to. Because
I roasted.
You need to have some background.
You have to have an
I
idea.
walk on stage and go, who told you to come out in that, you prat?
Yeah, no,
I get you, but
the thing was though, when I did it, I told her everything about my growing up, all the bad shit that's happened to me, all my insecurities, and gave her full ammo. And I didn't just go on stage and roast her leg. I went really in depth into her life.
about her leg?
I made her cry about her.
She only had one
I
leg.
made a joke about her leg. Yeah, she only had one leg. And no one had roast her except me.
She got hit by a bus, so the
So it wasn't your fault, it was the bus drivers.
Oh yeah, I know. I didn't roast her as in like
If
chop
she's
off her
gone
leg.
on, let's be honest, if she's gone on to a roast, she's going to expect that.
You can't go to a roast and one leg and not expect to get tipped off.
Did you see the one with the fucking where Jimmy Carr did it in America?
Yeah.
And that guy, his dad had died in 9/11.
Yeah.
And he turned around and he said something along the lines of such and such. His dad died in 9/11. But this isn't the roast.
Jimmy Carr.
This isn't the roast of his dad. Fuck you. At least it's not a meme.
The best thing I've ever seen Jimmy Carr do, because he does it with a clipboard, and he'll talk to him and he'll roast with a clipboard. And this first joke he comes out with, he went, "Look at you, you're pathetic. You've got a clipboard. You can't even remember your own jokes." Jimmy Carr goes, "Oh, that's a shame." And he went, "Why?" He went through the clipboard. He went, "I'm not using any of them," and destroyed this guy in the way this guy almost cried.
The best thing I saw Jimmy Carr do was avoid paying tax for so long.
Yeah.
I've heckled him twice. Once I got a laugh from
You
Jimmy.
heckled him twice
And
as
the
a
second-
comedian,
it
not
was 3 times. And then the second time, I
He
wasn't a
also,
comedian at the time.
he also started speaking over Tez Ilias when he was on stage when we went to a gig.
No one never.
Fucking chatting with him from the front row. Oh, the Midlands best newcomer. No,
I'm a forklift driver in the day, but by now I'm a comedian. I'm like a shit Batman.
I like this shit, Tez. I do raves.
Listen, this did not happen.
Like waffle bollocks. We're like waffle bollocks, mate.
episode 22.
Tez, you want to
of the
buy some
Antisocial-
CBD? Do you like my t-shirt?
It wasn't Tez Ilias.
Episode 22 of the Antisocial Comedian Club. Tez Ilias.
No. Who's big on the telly at the minute? From the Black Country.
Darren Harriott.
Darren. Yeah.
no.
He mentioned it. He mentioned it. He says, "Oh, there's no comedians in Coventry."
No.
And I went, "There is."
Why
He went,
wasn't
"Who?"
that
And I went, "Me." He went, "Are you any good?" He says, "Midland's best newcomer." And he went, "Oh, voted for by 6 people."
Oh, you literally said Midland's best newcomer to a pro, to a guy that's on the telly. That's literally like turning round to like Peter Kay going, "I'm a comedian. You any good?" Remember, it's me.
I was voted for by all the people I do open mics with.
Yeah, I pestered all my mates to vote for me.
Please give me gigs. I did all right. I've done all right.
You've done well. You're very
Born
good.
killer. And one thing I will say,
Sucked enough dick.
Carter, Mr. Carter, you are the nicest man in comedy. You have always been really supportive and really nice.
He's a nice guy.
Hold on.
Although,
Are you hearing this shit?
no, I will say this. Me and Doug did a gig the other week, and I asked him for feedback, and he told me to fuck off. So he's really helpful. I messaged you saying that set I did last night, forgot to record it. Did I have any blank spots? And you went, and you sent me a voice message going, "Mate, fuck off." That last night. I was like,
wanker?
No. It was that one I did about the porn story at the bush.
No, but the thing is, when
You're not a morning man, though, are you? Let's be honest.
Oh, it's in the morning.
Yeah. No, it's when you were being really nice. You were being really nice.
So
you was told me to fuck up. Like any blank spots, you went, fuck off, lad. That last night was awesome. And I was like,
No, you were fucking quality.
Why did you turn
I
to
remember
a
any
scouser
material, but it was good.
Why did you turn to him and put him when you voiced it?
Early in the morning, he's a scouser
because the
now.
problem is, he's from Bedford, so I get the scumbags mixed up.
Disclaimer. I don't know anyone from Liverpool's scum. Better, maybe.
Bedford's full of scumbags.
Fucking we know this. I did a gig for him in Bedford, right? Oh, Nuneaton it was actually.
That ain't Bedford. Nuneaton's worse.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I got there.
What are you doing?
I've got a cut from...
So what's that? You rub a spliff on a cup?
No, it's just a bit of tissue. It's just like what, you know.
What is that? Can you show that to the camera?
I rolled it up earlier and I couldn't find my tissue.
Why, what's up? Are you due on?
No.
Sorry, Theo. Go on. We were listening.
So I got to a gig. He booked me. Listen to this. He pissed me off actually. So he booked me.
Here we go.
He booked me for a gig. Middle spot, nothing special. So like, and
Nothing's better. I deserve better.
so like, he booked me. Like I thought, oh, fair play. He booked me. That's nice. But then in the few days building up, he got really panicky in our group. We're in a little group chat with some other comedian. Well, some other lads who try comedy like we do. And I don't call myself a comedian. It's like just a hobby. It's not like I'm not a comedian. So we're in there anyway. We're chatting, and he's like, "Theo, you glad you're right, this gig." Because he'd only been to my gigs where I don't give a fuck. Because he had my gigs.
I was worried. I was fucking worried. I was seeing you at your gigs.
And I don't give a fuck.
I was
I want. It's my gig.
oh.
So I'll call someone anything I want in the audience. 'Cause it's my gig. If you don't know, if you go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Right. But he thought I was going to turn up at his gig and be a prick like
Do
that.
exactly the same, yeah.
But obviously,
Be a prick like I am at my gigs.
people come to my gigs knowing that's what I'm like.
Yeah.
Majority of the people at my gigs I'm half related to. We're a bit like that in my family. So like, I've got to support. They know.
I'm going to give you your dues. You've done fucking well that night.
How many plates
you
did you
impressed
impress? How many plates did
I
you
impressed you.
The whole audience. Yeah, they're all his family.
Because you dressed.
There must have been
I
kebabs everywhere
don't
that
mean your
night.
set. I mean your suit. It looked. Yeah, you're really.
I was
impressive.
sexy that night.
No, you
What was
done.
it?
I wore a blazer,
He done well.
a tweed blazer.
And he had slip-ons and no socks.
I wear slip-ons with no socks.
He's doing it now.
Yeah, I wear slip-ons with no
Yeah,
socks.
but he wears slip-ons and no socks and swim shorts. It's no, wait a minute. I said to him, we're going to do the podcast tonight. He was like, yeah, can you pick me up? I picked him up. He was wearing a hockey jersey, swim shorts, and slip-on dress shoes.
It was the first
And I went,
thing-
what's happening, mate? And he went,
Yeah, what you're into all
It
that.
don't matter what you dress
They
like.
call car parks parking lads. Shit. Let's go to the mall.
Stop talking to me. My daughter watches a lot of YouTube crap, like, and it's all Americans. And now she's started doing things like that. She's like, "Mum, you haven't took the trash out."
Yeah, my
they do
daughter
things
does
like
that.
And I'm like,
Do you know what my lad does?
"Can we get a
Six.
fucking paternity
Dad, can we go get some
My
candy?
lad sits
Yeah.
and watches this fucking guy, Dan
TDM, yeah.
Right, here's the thing. He'll sit there and watch him. I'll go over and I'll be like, "What's this?" He's like, "Dan TDM." Like, "What's he playing?" He'll tell me the game. I'm like, "You got that game?" He's like, "No." You getting it? No. Well, you fucking watching him playing a game that you're not going to fucking get.
Dan TDM is so
What you were
rich.
saying about Americanisms,
So rich.
like you know how you say things that Americans say. I didn't realise I did one. My dad pulled me. My dad lives in the Middle East.
Your dad pulled.
He pulled me
Finish
up
that
on one.
off.
I was in a shop and I went, "Can I?"
They were close-knit.
Fucking
Close-knit family.
My dad is one of the biggest. My dad is one of the biggest fans of this podcast. So let's not go too deep. We were in a shop.
Let's not go.
I asked for that. Right, we're in a shop. And I just went,
I walked into a Viz magazine.
We don't need to go any further.
So I went into a shop and I went, "Can I get 20 Embassy, please?" And my dad went, "What's this can I get shit?" And I went, "Can I get 20 Embassy?" He went, "Please may I have 20 Embassy?" And I was like, "Oh, right."
That's not pulling you up on camera,
He was like,
though.
really, he was like, "Don't say shit like that."
That's proper English, though.
Yeah, and please may I don't think I said
Please may I.
please or
Yeah,
may I.
You don't say, "Can I get?"
Yeah, that's good. Let's go back to this now.
And your dad's
What
gonna
your
watch
dad
this
should have said was, "What's this shit? Why are you smoking? It's unhealthy. Kids, don't smoke."
To be fair,
I don't think many kids are going to watch this.
two takeaways from that. One, I agree. Two, why do you think kids are watching this?
If a kid watches this, that's bad parenting on that one.
But anyone,
Uncle Theo says.
and your dad's very irresponsible.
Irresponsible.
And Mr.
Taylor.
Mr.
Sorry. You shouldn't have told him how to order the cigarettes correctly. You should have told him not to order cigarettes. Because he's already looking like he's
Bad parenting.
It's already looking like
It's
he's
all
supposed to
your
have
fault.
a heart attack.
Close to a heart attack. Fucking mate.
Roasted.
Oh, look at him. He loses 2 stone. Do you know what? It's the best thing that ever happened to me. I feel proud of you. You should do it. You should do it. I feel amazing. Get fuck off. 3 months' time, he'll be back to 20 stone sitting there with a bab down him.
Once I hit my target weight, I'll go hard, man. Once I'm going back on it hard, but I've got to keep going.
Fucking hell, if you get to your target weight and you go hard, you'll lose all the blood in your body, you cunt.
You don't know what
Fucking stand behind you. But that'll be hard to fall forward, won't it?
No, yeah, what's protection? No, but because I've made a commitment, I've started loads of diets in my life, and I always back out of them because I think, fuck that, I'm fat, it doesn't matter, I'm funny.
He thinks he's a fucking pro. I've been on loads of diets. I know about
Dieting's easy, I'm always.
No, I'm crap at them, so I've always quit, I always think it doesn't matter, I've got a big schlong, and I'm funny.
Did you find you put a lot of weight on when you had to stop doing coke?
Yeah, and no, when I met my wife as well, because that's what made me stop, because of that I nearly died.
Because you don't eat, you, when you
What,
find
you lose weight when you sniffed up?
You just don't eat, do you?
You don't eat.
So I've been told. My dad's listening.
Well, unless you're immune to it, because you have that fucking much.
Yeah.
As you can see, boys, I don't do drugs.
To be honest,
do
mate,
that
most people do it off the back of their hand, not like you. You just do it off the back of a hot dog. Is it? Lining it up to the Yes!
Anyway,
Luckily, I don't do that shit anymore.
Anyway, kids.
I'm a good boy.
Eat hot dogs, not coke.
Yeah.
Don't eat hot dogs have meat.
Also, don't eat coke. You'll end up sounding like you got cerebral palsy. Just go and get an gram and just go, oh, that's amazing.
5 minutes later.
I've been having to fucking just like look for my gap and jump in, man.
The problem is, no, you haven't. You've been going, you shout over the top, all right. And I'm sat here going, no, it's
I've
not.
only done that
It's
once.
not, mate. People are talking.
All right. I've only done it once.
That was nice. 3 times, lady.
I've just been watching you.
You can sing. You've never seen a karaoke video of you.
Oh, give us a song, Doug.
Say about
dance as
when
well.
I used to be a dancer.
Oh, Doug, you're so humble. I
don't like to talk about it, but yeah, I have got a good voice.
You have got a good voice.
Doug, give
I've seen the
us
video.
a tune. Go on, give us a rendition of Doug Carter.
No.
A rendition of Doug Carter.
I've gone back to like.
Then he's acting all humble.
Why are you all shy? Like,
He's trying not to look the big-headed fucker that he is.
he's being all coy. He's like,
Oh, I don't sing.
If you want me to.
Start spreading the
yeah, I haven't got anything prepared and then just play.
Thank you very much.
Lights turn off, spotlight.
Thank you, Counter
While
Store.
we're on about it, I have actually made a track. I don't know if any of you.
Oh, another block.
Have I? Sorry, have I heard it? Yes, Doug. I spent a whole day going through rehearsals with you.
If I remember,
Can you remember?
I got you the instrumental so you could fucking write
You
it.
were there the day, weren't you, as well, when we
So
wrote
you asked them
it
then?
for
Oh, yeah,
Because I know
It's
you-
cool.
I like the way you
Yeah, he plugged out my podcast
We've
as
done
well.
it.
Did I?
Yeah, you did. You plugged
Did
it
I
as
plug
well.
my song Isolate by Doug C on SoundCloud? Did I plug it?
You plugged the shit out of it, mate.
Really? Yeah, it's a good song.
Mate, I'm going to start calling you the Extension League with all these plugs.
I'm going to start calling him Plug Carter. I'm not going to
Oh, do you see which hand I did that with?
Oh, shit.
No, I did it with the right hand.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. Sorry.
It happens to be
Please say
a son makes these and he actually sells them for £3 each, £2 each or 3 for £5. They're very good on the internet. You can get them.
Doug has got a whole bit he said about people that wear man bags now, they're chaps. And he's like,
Here's the thing, right? I did a gig, right, in Alfreton, and these woodenders come, like proper
Can we just
geezers.
take 2 seconds? Meg, hi. Does anyone like a drink? Meg, you're being so nice, thank you.
Can I have a Foster's, please? Is that all right?
Just one Foster.
Thank you very much.
It's very nice when he wants a
Now,
drink.
what was the plug-in?
You're
plugging your
herbal anal beads.
I've already done that. They're my son's. How dare you call them my son's anal?
Oh, your son's salon?
My son makes these. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he makes these and sells them for £2 each or £3 for a
that's
fiver, and I can
And
actually
Bill
drop
takes the
them off.
money and spends it
Does
on
his boyfriend have it?
Thank you very much.
If it turns out that he has
I
a boyfriend,
like the way
would not
you were
mind.
like, my son sells 2 for a fiver. I guarantee every day you go, son, I've lost it again.
but you've got it wrong. They're £2 each or 3 for £5.
You know what you should do? £2 each or 3 for the fiver now, ladies. Don't be shy. Roll up.
No, mate, guarantee you, as soon as his son starts selling some, he'll be going, it's £2 each or 3 for a tenner.
I did actually sell water at a rave for my old gaffer when I was an ice cream man. We had these big water trucks.
Do you know what? All 3 of them facts didn't make sense. I once sell water at a rave for an ice cream man.
Yeah, the ice cream man bought the pitch, but he also got the rights to sell
bought the
drinks. The pitch.
So you pay for a
Yeah,
pitch.
yeah,
jargon, it's the jargon. But we were sitting out the back and they were all that smashed out the face that we were selling them £2.50 each or 2 for a fiver, and the amount of people walking off and then pulled out their nuts and then going, ain't 2 or
Thank you,
5
Meg.
anyway. We were like, yeah. Oh, cheers, bub. Thank you very much. Very much. Thank you. Do you want to buy a wristband?
Or some CBD or a hat. Please like and subscribe to Waffle Doug Carter, comedian. Also, if you need a falling do you know what? Mate, can I just say, it'd be easy if you just get some leaflets. Get leaflets.
Just entitle this podcast Doug's half hour.
Yeah.
Doug's half hour.
Doug's odd jobs.
Just call it Doug's availability.
Did I tell you that I was-
Plug card.
Did I
Put it on there, plug card.
Did I tell you that I was starting Thailand?
Yes, yeah, you have, yeah.
So if anybody needs a tiler, or a wall tiler, no job too big, because I'm only doing small jobs.
No job too small, fair few too big jobs.
No job too big. I only want small jobs because I'm not
So every
very good at
job's
the
too
minute.
big.
Oh look, he's done his last plug, he's fucking off.
If you want it done properly, get someone else.
Yeah. Also, if you have any scrap metal or need something moving.
I still collect scrap metal, yeah, and I still do removals if anybody needs anything.
And don't forget the single.
And my single, yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
I don't know how you're not single.
Yeah, to be fair. You know why he's not single, don't you?
Jay, you deserve a medal.
Yeah. You know why he's single, you know he's not single, don't you? Because he's got all these nice clothes to wear, he's all chilled because of the CBD, the bathroom's been fucking... She makes him laugh when she moves in, he gets rid of all the scrap off the drive.
She actually hated me doing the scrap because
Mate, how do you have time for anything?
The amount of shit I'd bring home from skips, and she'd be like, "What's this?"
He's a proper skip.
It's an iron, it's only got 3 legs, but it still works.
Jay, I'll get 50p for that on the car boot, and then I just used to fill my caravan with stuff. And that's what I'm emptying now.
Yeah.
In fact, over the next week, you're going to see a lot of stuff going for sale out of my caravan because I'm emptying it into the skip. So if anybody's into horror DVDs, B-rate horror DVDs, I will be selling 10. In fact, I'll do 15 for £10, and there'll be some classics in there. So if you're a horror DVD fan, get in touch.
My wife, Louise, is driving me over to Doug's earlier, so I've called him like, and I said, "Well, where? Like, give us your postcode." He said, I said, "What number is that? What number did you have?" I got the name of the road. He went, "It's the one with the caravan on the drive." I said,
The only
"Fuck
one."
you." I know, but it fitted you lovely. I said, "What, you in the house on the street? They had a caravan, right?"
Skip,
Hey,
caravan, snatcher wagon.
If anyone,
That's why he didn't give you the number, because it was the caravan.
and the best thing is, I'll send you a picture. We can put it in here. Doug's fucking caravan, right, intrudes on the footpath. When you leave, man. Comes out and meet him into the footpath as a trip hazard. How the fuck the council landed and shut him down? I don't know.
Because
I took a photo.
that fucking house. Them
It doesn't matter. The council owned the footpath. The council owned the public footpath.
It's not touching the footpath.
It comes over.
Yes, but it doesn't matter. It's not not touching it. The wheel, the jockey wheel is actually, as that V that goes in, the jockey wheel is in on my land.
The salt grit tub you've got going over it, the big massive, that's touching the fucking.
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
It's still a trip hazard. I used to work on the road.
If you can't see that massive fucking yellow bucket.
One thing
on the
also,
front of it.
another plug.
Whoa, man.
Theo works for the council. I can imagine you at a car boot with like this glass,
Mate,
and you'd be like, Guinness glasses, £1 each, only been used once. And I'm like, well, it's still dirty. Yeah, it's been used once.
I did this house clearance for this guy, right? And he had like he wanted me to go there and clear out all the equipment.
Roughly translated, I burgled this house.
After Rod finished ripping the lead off the roof.
£50 I paid for the DVDs that were in this guy's house because he was going into a home, and he went, "How much would you give me for these?" I said, "Well,
Western man,
mate, there was thousands. I mean, I've still got about 1,000 in my caravan now, and I've cleaned them.
So if you want to buy some
Do you know what? I
DVDs,
love the way you
That's what I'm
talk. The thing is, as a comedian, you're supposed to be relatable. When you come out with things, honestly, I've got about 1,000 B-rate horror movies in my caravan outside my house. No one's going to go, I know where this guy's coming from.
What the thing is,
Punchline with this shit,
how is it this guy got an episode of Criminal Minds? You've got to listen, if you saw Doug snatch a wagon. Yeah, you've seen it.
Yeah.
I've been in
He
it,
looks
yeah.
like a potential
I've been
serial
in
killer.
it, yeah.
Did you come out with this
No,
guy?
you say potential serial killer. That fan looks like he's a seasoned serial killer.
Yeah, but this is
He looks like he's got
He
shit
looks
down.
like he bought it off eBay from fucking Ted Bundy. That's what it looks like.
Bought it at a police auction.
I was expecting
He took it out to his missus going, Bab, it was only 500 quid, we'll jot wash the inside.
I've been pulled over once.
It looks like a portable
Once,
meth lab.
and I got pulled coming back from Nottingham after winning a new comedian competition. Apart from that, I have never been pulled in it because it looks too dodgy.
I was expecting to find Shannon Matthews in the fucking back.
Hiding under some fucking blankets. Under the fucking Lego blanket. Lego movie fucking credits.
Batman Lego. Batman Lego, I've looked at it, yeah. Mate, when you did our podcast and you turned up to mine and the people down the road were like, looking at your van going, are you leaving that there alone?
No, it says, are you parking that there? I says, yeah, it's no drop curb. And he was like, okay. And just sort of walked off. I thought, it's a
No one's going to mess with the driver of that vehicle. I'll agree with you now, so I don't end up in the back of that.
Was it Keith from the cul-de-sac?
It was King Keith, the cul-de-sac, yes. Episode 11.
Yeah.
Can I go for a wee?
You can,
Yes.
mate. Talk
Oh,
to
thank
me.
you.
Can I just say before you go,
this
this podcast has been everything I wanted it to be.
We haven't even got to the questions. You know what?
Just-
I'm
just-
back to a train as well.
Don't book
Paul
me.
pulls out a load of
He
plates.
said do something really funny, so we have to keep this bit in, and you went.
What?
Do you know when you were like, oh, I can get my dick around my wrist?
I weren't saying that. He said
I know, yeah.
Can you actually do that?
I know you've obviously told people.
I want to see that.
Do you know the worst thing? The problem is with my
So where
brain,
did this
I
really
imagine
start?
how you do that, and in my head he's got an 8-inch foreskin. You remember them things you used to slap
I was
on
just
your
about
wrist?
to say.
Yeah, like, you want to see
Yeah,
some?
that's because of the. Yeah, the only reason it stays is because of the fucking chlamydia on the end of it. No, it's because chlamydia's not like that. It's been a gonorrhea.
No, I used to get very drunk. I used to get very drunk and strip in the pub.
I do.
And I never used to whack it around my wrist. I used to do the helicopter in the pub drunk.
Look at that. I didn't whack it around my waist. I
My
went around my
fucking
neck.
missus did a helicopter with a Savaloy the other day. She actually come in going,
thought he was gonna say with a
helicopter!
I thought he was going to say with a bean. My missus did the helicopter with a bean the other day. I was like,
Also, while we're on the podcast, I want to talk to you. Both of you have been on diets trying to look after yourself better.
I've stuck to mine.
I know, and I want to ask a quick question.
Fuck you, you've just seen me.
No, hang on a minute.
joking.
Why did both of you go to the chippy when you turned up?
Because I was fucking hungry.
I was
I've been
fucking-
busy as fuck and I've had nothing all
Dizzy,
day.
busy.
Busy.
Oh, famished. Oh, busy.
I just walked up with him.
Busy.
I just walked up with him.
Yeah, walked up with me and when I went to the cash point, come back and he was there with his fucking, what was it? Battered fucking potato thing.
Potato fritter?
Yeah.
And you're like,
That's all
I just
he-
went with him,
but
I just went
but
with
that's
him.
all he had. I'm pretty sure that
Yeah.
if he'd have gone in there and he wasn't on the diet, half that chippy would have been empty.
Wow, you know what I
Wow.
haven't eaten?
Because he'd have ate everyone in
I
the
shouldn't have
queue.
had that really, but I thought I'll feel sick, so I'll have something little. Just had one little thing.
I'm not eating at all. My stomach's been going off.
Cheers for telling everyone.
I've had fuck all. What? You've been good. What?
What, the secret's out?
Yeah.
Ruined my sponsorship.
With sponsorships? Who with Giacomo?
I'm getting
Specsavers?
Yeah, but you're
Weight Watchers will
saying
never
just
sponsor
because
me
you've had
now.
fucking potato
I'll
fritter
tell you
don't
now,
mean
mate.
you're not losing weight.
You might be raising money for some fucker, but I guarantee the bloke who sells the gyros down the end of your road is bankrupt.
No one else do you ask boy me? I make them myself.
I know, I've seen your food.
Gyros is nice.
Just because you've had one potato fritter don't mean you
I'm
still.
not going to lie.
You
mate.
get on the scales
I'm
and
not
you
a fan
still
of the
lost
pictures
weight.
you put up on
mate,
Facebook for your food.
I lived in Greece for 6 months.
I'm gonna do so extended holiday then.
Huh?
Do you have an extended holiday?
Yeah, I did the summer season. Like that.
Oh yeah, nice.
All right, sorry.
My missus
How
dad
long have
lived
you
in
been out there
Greece.
for a time? Oh yeah, I'm Greek, but I've only been there for 2 weeks.
2 years.
It's Greece. It's Crete.
I live in Cyprus and too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Crete.
where I lived.
We're going out to
My
Crete
missus,
soon.
my missus' old man lived in a
Malia
cave
was
in
on his
Greece.
I lived in Stalis.
Okay, we're going out to a Solisos soon.
It's nice.
Louise is best friends with the Greek boy.
My missus' dad lived in a cave in Greece.
Yeah, you can. I thought your dad looks like he lived in a cave.
What, you know my dad?
Oh, we're
know
off
him.
now.
I don't know him.
Fucking hell, so we'll get the violin out.
I don't give a fuck. The fucking first time I ever
See,
met him,
you
he had a
do you
comb
know
over
what?
and then my hair fell out.
Every time I've ripped Theo, he's been a good sport, laughed his head off. Every time I've ripped you, it's like me mum's dead. Me, I don't know me dad.
I don't know my dad.
Look at me CBD.
Alright, do you want to know the first words I ever said to my dad?
I know what it was because you did the fucking podcast and I'm Jip.
If you're feeling depressed,
Back!
Not here, son! Not here, son! You're the wrong side of the airport. Shit!
if you're feeling depressed and low about not knowing your dad, if you're feeling anxious about not knowing your dad, CBD oil. Green lizard CBD oil.
Fuck this shit.
CBD
Leave me
oil.
alone.
CBD oil stands for can't be dad. Ooh! Fuck me!
Look out.
That hit me right in the feels. First time I ever met my dad, I looked at him and thought he can't be my dad because he had a fucking comb over. And then my hair started
Your
falling
hair
out.
comes from the maternal side.
Yeah, it's your mum's side. So if your mum's like,
You passed
parents-
on
He didn't have a
technical.
fucking comb over.
No, if your mum's
male
dad's
side-
like,
your mum's dad's got.
And he hasn't, he's got a full head of hair, so if all my
You're
uncles
just
on
an
his
anomaly
side-
then.
But funnily enough,
Talking
my
of hair,
dad...
that's gonna be
I'm sorry, are
normal.
you saying that Slugger Carter's got a comb over?
No, Slugger Carter's fucking... Slugger Carter, man.
I've got a memory on me, son. Unlike you two, years of drug abuse and a fucking car accident.
never
This
touched
thing's fucking
drugs.
I've
false.
never had a car accident.
What was it?
I had a hemorrhagic stroke.
Oh, right, yeah.
Brain hemorrhage.
From taking to...
How offensive is that?
Yeah.
I hope you're well after the fucking car accident Theo. I actually had a stroke.
Excuse me? How does he know he's got no memory? Right, cheers, I guess.
That's
He's got it on his phone. He's got it on his phone going, you had a stroke. Yes, I did.
He's actually got a card.
Oh wow, it's actually got a full-on
Brain
card.
injury identity card. I love the way it says, my name is Anthony. I've never heard your second name, so can I say it and see if it's right? Theophanus.
Theophanos, but
Theophanus.
Farnus, there's no
I
R.
have a brain injury,
Well,
and as a result,
Theophanus.
mate, this is written so everyone knows. I have a brain injury, and
Have you
as
not
a
seen my
result,
set?
I experience
This is not part of my set,
fatigue. I may have anxiety. I can get confused. I find
That's
crowded
how
and
I
noisy
get
environments.
through
You find noisy, crowded environments difficult.
When I
You're a fucking comic.
When I got
Yeah, but it's never noisy.
I know. You imagine a gig where everyone's clapping and going, hey, and you're just going, stop it! I don't like it!
I'm only joking, Theo. Please
I've
give
got
me
a
gigs.
spot going for a second of October, if anyone.
Oh, he's also got a soft spot about that.
Got a hole in the skull.
Oh, mate. I just love the way he says, I don't like noisy environments.
No, but I didn't at first.
Yeah.
I really know. This
I'd
is-
piss if ever you're like, please welcome Fat Theo, way! And you just go on stage going, no! No! Stop it!
I call that the get out of jail free card.
Oh,
I suppose you
mate.
can get you out of a lot of stuff.
Get out of fucking train fares free, can't you? Fucking hell.
So what? You've been robbing Tesco and they're like, sir, and you're like,
I didn't do any better. I've never done it. When I was in rehabilitation, like brain injury rehabilitation, that's because like.
brain injury rehab, not the other one.
There's some guys I met there that they were going shoplifting, and when they got caught, they just showed the cards and the police would let them out. So they were just operating on pure profit. They never got in trouble because there's we just forgot to pay.
I need a fucking brain injury.
I'm gonna get a copy of that card
to go do it in the first place.
Telling you.
You don't want to go through
right
what you've got
deals.
to go through to get the card. That's the thing, like.
If you don't realise you've gone through it anyway.
This is the awkward moment we found out Theo's got 9 rape charges throughout. Oh, I'm sorry, I've got my card off for you and my wife. Sorry.
By the way, does anybody want to buy any embassy number 1?
Are we going to do some questions?
Yes, let's do it.
Go for it. I haven't heard these. You haven't heard these. You haven't heard these. You commented on every post saying, I'm not reading these.
Yeah, because I've seen it and it come up and then I was like,
Have you got some as well?
I'm not going to read these.
They're all on you, other than the one I sent you from Thomas Hancock, but I can do that.
Yeah,
I'll do that one. I'll tell you.
Can I do? I'll tell you what. I've got a question. I'm going to start this because I'm going to go ball. I want to set off straight away. This is really dark.
I bet I know this one.
I'm not going to answer this one. I bet you don't. Not the one off fucking Thomas Hancock. Mate, he nailed it when I asked the weird stuff. Right, here's one for you. Thomas Hancock, by the way, very good comedian. Check him out.
Who's this going to?
This is going out to everyone.
Everyone.
Except me and Leigh.
But you can't just shout and answer out. You have to let everyone have a chance to try.
Okay, so we're going to go into
Should I put my hand up?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, no. This is how it's going to work. We're going to go Tharun, Doug, Theo. Right? And then me.
Save the best for
But the questions Lee's got, I don't know.
Starlight.
So I'm going to join in after this one.
Go on.
So, here's one for you. Tried it once in my set. It's a difficult one. You woke up and you were getting the best blowjob. And in brackets, he put, and I mean the best blowjob you've ever had. You decide to lift up the covers and see who is administrating this blowjob. You see your mum. Do you let her carry on or tell her to stop? Bear in mind, best blowjob.
I love how the phrase administrating was put in there
Yes.
as well. You know, just to make it seem like a professional job that
Yeah,
she's doing on the
transaction.
blowjob.
Yeah.
She's not doing any old blowjob. She's doing a professional one here. I really don't know how to answer that one. If my mum was, if I did find my mum giving me a blowjob, but it was bloody fantastic. She won't watch this. I just lie back and think of
Answer
England.
the
I guess.
question. You're really skirting around it.
To be quite honest with you, the numbers on the first episode that we ever did with you, your whole family's watching this.
Yeah, we had 100 listens in India. I don't know how
I think you put Indian comedian, and I've only been there twice.
So come on.
And even then, I didn't really like it. But
Look, listen, your mum's sucking you off. What are you doing?
yeah, so my mum's. So if my mum's sucking, oh fucking hell, I didn't.
He was saying it,
I mean, yeah, Tharun, come do a nice podcast with us. Be lovely. No, Tharun, your mum's sucking you off.
Now you know how I feel.
Mate, I'd have to say, Mum, that's out of order.
Right, finish up.
Okay, finish yourself off, and
So you'd let her carry on.
I'm going to go see therapy. And
Theo.
gonna go Theo's, get some therapy, and then I don't know, maybe just drink my sorrows away
And wait for the next one.
and wait for the next one. That Mum will be
Doug, what would
be
you
back
do?
tomorrow.
I used to listen to my mum and dad shagging and it didn't really do anything.
You watch what?
You used to listen. You know, like when you're laying
Used to
there in
listen.
bed.
Yeah,
and
but
you
the
could-
question is, right, you woke up and your mum's sucking your dick, what would you do?
Yeah, and it was the best blowjob
Best
you've ever
blowjob
had.
ever.
It'll never happen.
If it did...
It's a hypothetical, dog.
But I've heard them shagging, they were shit.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter, the question is...
Mate, we're not disputing your mum's game. What we're asking, you're getting sucked off, you look under the covers,
It's
and
your
you're
mum.
like, this is the best bloke, this is the best feeling I've ever had. And you're like, oh, hello, ma'am. What do you do? Do you say, ma'am, do us a favour, pop off, or hurry up?
Get off.
Get off. Okay.
I say...
You don't understand this game.
Yes, I do. I'm telling the truth.
Well, I'd say put a finger in my ass and cut my balls.
Oh, yes, Theo.
If you're gonna do it, do it
honest,
properly.
You're going to do it, spit on it first.
My biggest problem would be she'd give me an hour lecture after about cleaning it.
The First time.
Wow.
This is awful.
Look, this is what we asked for. Go on, give us some of yours.
So, comedian Jack Harris asked me, if you could make substantial profit, would you sell your used pants with shit in them to perverts,
Right, I've already.
but also keep it a profitable business where you actually have to consistently shit yourself
Right,
to sell them?
Can I answer this?
Go
first?
for
Is
it.
that
Don't you
right?
seem to know this
Right,
one?
Oh, he's good with his next plug. Yeah.
Doug's about to go.
It's funny
Go to www.emojium.com. Funnily enough, yeah. You go to bedofbackdoorbangers.com, add the code WAFFLEBOLLOCKS for 25% off. Right, here's the thing. We found a site ages ago with in brackets, used knickers, and there was a woman selling them, so I thought I'd just take the piss a bit. So I showed my missus the link, and I was like, sent her a message. She went, what'd you send her? I says, I just sent her, can I have some soiled ones? And she went, I'll send you anything you want. Then she started sending me pictures of her pissed knickers and stuff. And I thought, I've seen the prices she was selling things for, and she was getting good money for them. And I thought, I could go and pick up some pants for £1. Say to my missus, look, you put these on, don't actually put them on, for sale. And if we sell any, I'll go to work, come home that night and give it the old fucking... I think I could be onto a winner. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Knowing that someone's there after I've posted them, I'll be like, Mully.
Easy money. Easy money.
Mate, easy money there, easy.
I'm sitting there knowing it's been in my sweaty gooch.
Catch the pigeon.
Are you sure Doug did write that question just so he could plug himself?
Jack, send this in.
Sent by a Doug Carter.
The question was,
Would you sell your used shit if you had
Yes.
you got to wear underwear, shit yourself, and sell it to people? Would you do it?
I'll do it.
we all have at some point.
As an adult.
Oh, okay.
I was at my brother's wedding in Mexico.
Did you do it and then give you
Too many
missus your card?
burritos.
Nah, it was like seafood night long before,
okay.
and I got a bit mad on the sushi. And at the actual reception of the wedding, me and my wife were dancing on the dance floor, and I went to let fart out. Then I felt someone running down my leg.
Oh, shit.
Is it a prawn?
And I said to my wife, I shit myself, babe. She's like, what? I said, I shit myself, man. And she said, just keep dancing. No, fuck off, it stinks. So I had to walk back through the hotel, up to the elevator, get in the elevator, I had to take my jacket off, because luckily it was, we had like waistcoats, wrap it around my waist, because there was stains on my finger. So I had to do that, and then go upstairs to the hotel room. I just got in the shower fully dressed. Left my
You
foot.
still have the bow tie and everything on, just crying.
Yeah.
Worst day ever.
Washed myself off in the shower, left the soiled pants and clothes in the thing, got changed, went back to the wedding. And then my wife went back to the room and texted me, smells like a fucking zoo in here, man. It's disgusting. So no one would want to buy my pants with shit myself in, because apparently it smells quite bad.
I've shit myself a few times, to be fair. I once stayed at my friends at uni, big block of flats. We was on the top. They'd all gone to bed, which meant all the toilets were locked, and I needed a shit. And
Where the fuck? The toilets were locked.
because they had all
In
on
a
suites,
dorm.
all the dorms, in the dorms. It wasn't just a random toilet, and they were all locked. And I needed a shit, and I couldn't think of it. So I just grabbed this old Sainsbury's bag, whipped my trousers out, and took a massive shit in the Sainsbury's bag. And then I thought, I need to get rid of this.
Out the window.
So out the window, I literally just tied it up first. Sanitary reasons.
I'm not an animal.
What do you take me for? And then
Wasn't a bag for life. Wasn't a bag for life.
Well, this was before the charges.
Degradable.
Yeah, exactly. And then I just dropped it out the window. I literally just watched it fall, and it landed next to some guy's car. And then he just got in there, and then I could hear him, some guy outside go, "Someone just farted." I was like, "Mate, you don't know the half of it."
I love the way we ask the question where you have to shit yourself and everyone's gone, I shit myself.
What did you use to up your arse though?
Oh, there was some kitchen roll.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
Just happened to be.
I just grabbed my hands, just scraping.
Well,
Got you nailing.
I didn't know if you just took your socks off or something.
No, I've actually.
I've wiped my arse with
Voice of experience.
shit. I've wiped my
You can
arse
take your
with
socks off.
Lovely.
When I was a kid,
You get 2 uses, turn them inside out.
when we was younger, we went out camping. When I was with my mates, we went out camping, like, and we all camped, and then I needed shit, and there was no toilet roll, so I just took my socks off and used it as toilet roll.
I'd love it if you were in the bush
Used my
going,
socks a few times.
can I have a sock, please? What's wrong with yours? I've only got ankle socks, it weren't enough.
I haven't got no socks on now.
Football socks, just flossing.
I got caught shitting in a field once. That I looked around. And
Did I saw the boy pass?
yeah, I broke down. Were you there? Was it you walking the dogs?
No,
You said that.
Did you make eye contact, and whilst you made eye contact, did you go, Kleenex? That's not
I'm not going to tell it though because it's in my.
Well, I've
Did you do it on yours?
Yeah, you did it on ours. The bloke's just wandering off and you're going, sorry,
No,
I'm a comedian.
I don't want any bracelets.
3 for a $5.
This one's got shit on it. You can have it for £1.
Well, I've
cheese.
puked and shat at the same time. Oh. Yeah, after a night of drinking. And then when I got a kebab from a Turkish kebab, so obviously not as good as a Greek one. And then afterwards,
Turkish are the best.
it tasted fucking good though. And then I got home and I needed to puke and I needed to shit at the same time, but I was lying on my bed and I didn't get time to get off. So I puked and shat in myself with my pants at the same time.
That's a skill.
Mate, I felt impressive and a little bit pissed as well, just for good measure.
Also,
and then,
all I can think of is, the garden sprinklers that spin round.
mate, it was literally like, and it's like,
I'm just thinking.
if you need a good weight loss, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Just shit and puke at the same time.
She left the festival once.
Are we going to really go into shit and stuff?
Yeah.
We've got so many questions and everyone's like, I shit and sit. And then Doug's like, top trolls.
My missus shat in a cup. And when she got in it, I'm sure she's going to.
Did you do it with a friend and film it?
One cup, 2 cups. She actually phoned me. She went, Doug, I've just left that festival. I needed a shit, and I looked around. There was no toilet, so I just found a cup, and I shit in this McDonald's cup. I went, where were you? Where was your car? She went, in a field. I went, so you shit in a cup in a field? She went, where was I meant to shit? I went, on the floor in the field. Someone's got to pick that cup up. Whereas the shit in a field would have just disintegrated.
Fertilising the ground.
Yeah. She went, I never thought of that. And then when we drove out the field, there were 6 portaloos. So she shit in a cup for nothing, really.
Thank God for the paper straws. I managed to wipe me crack.
Let's have one
Got
of these.
right in there.
What's the next one?
Next one.
Oh, hang on, I didn't answer. No, I wouldn't. No.
No, okay. Oh, that's another poo question.
To be honest, I shit myself on roller skates once, but I ain't going to tell anyone.
Would you rather bath a dead body or sleep beside a dead body?
Bath it.
Sleep.
Straight away. Bath it.
Mate,
I'd sleep next to a dead body.
Fucking right.
That's 8 hours. A bath would take 10 minutes.
it depends how long you sleep for.
I'm doing neither.
Oh, no, he said sleep, not a nap. You're doing what? Neither. It's not an option, Theo.
Smell it when you're
it's not.
asleep, can you? You're
I'd have to bath
asleep.
it then. If
You
I
would,
wear
yeah,
gloves
yeah.
from a distance, like I'll use
You can't wear gloves and do it from a distance. Gloves don't make you longer.
Depends who
No,
the.
I have loofers at the end.
I think
Fucking putting this corpse through like a car wash.
Depends who the dead body is, really.
Corpses freak me out. No.
How many have you been round?
How many have you slept with?
3. 3 and every time I have to show my card.
Corpses freak me out.
When I was younger, a lad we knew in our area died, so we went to the funeral home to pay our respects. But I was younger then, and it's the first time I seen a dead body, and it fucking freaked me out, man.
Yeah,
It's weird. Then I saw my granddad, which was weird as fuck, and I saw my friend then. My granddad and my friend, we were in like a week of each other, and he was in his 30s, and just seeing him, and it was just like, because it's the person. It's not the person, and I struggled, man. Like, but I know people who work within like the medical facility, like maybe nurses and things like that, who see a lot of death and things like that, and I'm like, I have to ask, how can you do it?
Theo, you know when we. Yeah, you know when we asked you on the podcast, I said, come on, some funny light-hearted stories.
Sorry, I'd sleep with it and fucking.
And he's back!
Back in the room!
Sorry, I've got to be thinking.
It's just the way he's like, seen 3 dead bodies.
I think Nicole.
I loved them all.
Well, seeing as we're going morbid, I actually watched my granddad take his last breath.
Didn't turn you on. Great.
Fucking give up. I give up.
Well, if we're going down this way, I've been to about 9 funerals.
Well, if this makes you feel any better, my granddad was shagging buckers before he died, because my nan died before him, and then when they put him in, you know when they push you in the back of the hearse, at the funeral, they turn this knob and they spin it like that to keep the coffin in. I said to my cousin, I was like, trust him to get one last screw in before he dies.
Always thinking a joke. Always thinking a joke.
Come on, always plugging. It was there for me. It was there for me. It was there for me.
Don't while at the funeral.
So I'm Baffy. Who would want to sit next to a dead body, man?
Depends what the dead body.
Then I'll have slept next to some cold bitches.
If it's like
Bitches is not appropriate.
Right, let's go.
I'm going to put my 2 pence in on this. I wouldn't bath them because it's too much hassle, so I'd rather just lie down.
I love the way you haven't answered any questions and you've gone, but this one really tickles my
He's the
fancy.
official adjudicator.
Yeah, official.
I once killed a bird.
That was her name. Really? On a date, was you?
No, I had a cat.
She's only down, did she?
I had a cat and it like mangled this pigeon, and this pigeon was like limping around my house half dead. And my mate was like, "You have to break its neck or something." But I was too much of a pussy, so I drowned it in a dishwasher bowl.
so you did something even worse.
I couldn't even touch it, so I had to roll up a magazine and push it down.
So instead of just killing it, you made the poor thing suffocate.
I had to put it out of his misery, but I couldn't break his neck, so I'm too much of a nice guy.
So you push it under the water and he's like, yeah, he's dead now.
I remember I had a copy of the FHM and I was like, sorry, I had rubber gloves on, I was just shit scared of
So you did
it.
it like really
An early
sinister.
indicator of potential serial
Do
killer.
you know
Exactly.
there's more chance we've got of me having to drop Theo back in fucking Bromsgrove? Do you know how far that is?
Well, you shouldn't have, mate, do you know what? A podcast would have been an hour shorter if you hadn't plugged the fuck
Do you know what? To be honest, I'm not that happy with the rest of the questions.
To be honest, mate, this fucking podcast is so plugged up it's constipated.
I've really enjoyed this podcast. It's been very good.
I've got some good
very,
stuff,
very
actually. I
good.
haven't plugged anything, have I?
Go on, then, mate.
I know
I'll
that
tell you.
this from Birmingham.
Yeah.
Right, okay, I've got
£2,
That last question was from Ryan McLaughlin. I need to give the names out. Ross Edmondson, he's a regular of asking questions.
Let's ask
Why
him.
does your feet smell but your nose runs? Well, that's a tough question.
It's not a tough question. It's because I know you don't want serious answers, do you?
No, come on. I'm sure it's not as depressing.
It's 'cause I don't watch
I've seen 3 bodies, didn't leave it there. I'm going to tell you about it.
Yeah, I can answer that a piece of
You
piss.
answered the question.
Don't know.
Okay. There we go.
I know why.
Does a man-eating shark eat women? Well, I don't know what Ross has been on, but pretending bias now.
That is my favourite question.
I love that. Does a man-eating shark?
question?
Does a man-eating
Go on,
shark
make that
eat women?
fucking more.
And that's my uncle to a shark.
These man-eating sharks are bloody sexist.
Yeah.
I don't know where we're going with that.
Why is it always men that have to get eaten? Fucking feminists.
Why is it called a manhunt? Why is a bitch never been chased?
Because
Because
men-
you've
I
had
had
a
the
woman
bitch
once,
fucking
right?
chased.
I was at a gig.
I thought that was the end of the sentence, sorry. I had a woman once! I did! She had tits and everything.
I held the door open for this lady and she went, you don't have to do that, I'm a feminist. I was like, I hold the door open for men as well. I even did it at Tesco's. I said to her, I said,
Yeah, but you hold the door open for men and go, there you go, sweetheart.
I do know someone that ordered a cheese salad batch without the cheese once.
A cheese salad? What?
Oh, what?
Cob.
So we call it a cob over here.
You're a cob, aren't you?
I'm not a cob.
Yeah,
There's a cob over here.
We're
Really
foreign
foreign
Every time I go to Frank Parker's, with Dawes, he goes up and goes,
and the steak.
sausage and
Somebody please get Frank Parker to watch this, so he can watch all his plugs and gone, he's onto it. If
I don't get a free fucking steak and kidney pies.
Does anyone want a drink?
Sensitive to loud
Frank
noises,
Parker.
Yeah,
James.
I was going
alright.
to say for everyone then.
I'm alright, thanks.
Thanks, Meg.
She's good at chess.
How are you, Easy? You're good.
I'm all
Easy
good,
here, easy Leigh.
It's not the first time I've been called that.
Raiders, bum raiders.
Says you with your voice.
You're very well spoken for someone who's from a shithole.
Because I don't want people to know I'm from a shithole. When I go, people will go, where are you from? I say Hinkley. They go, fuck off, really.
You don't sound like you're from.
Is Hinkley a shit?
Hinkley, they say
Hinkley's all
I used to
right.
work in Hinkley.
Where
Can you
I'm
say
from?
Hinkler?
To be quite honest with you, if he takes his shoe off, you'll know he's from Hinkley.
I'm going to tell you something about Hinkley, but not on this. I'll wait until this is finished and then I'll tell you.
It's not like one of Theo's stories, is it?
No, it's
I went to Hinkley once and 15 people died.
About Hinkley.
I looked
Hinkley
at all
is
the
centre
bodies.
of-
And I showed them my card.
Did you
'cause
know
we're
that
going to
I found this out the other day? This is a shit fucking fact.
Don't tell us.
Fenny Drayton is the middle of the country.
It never used to be.
Because everyone thinks Tamworth is.
No, it's
Never
wrong
really
because
did.
coastal corrosion changes it year by year.
Fenny
It used to be Meriden because there was a white.
Right.
There's a white thing there, but then coastal corrosion made it somewhere else. So every year it changes.
But
So
yeah,
basically,
it's Fenny Drayton.
the Midlands is the middle of the
Right.
country.
This was an actual. Yeah, this is why they're all backwards. I spoke to a bloke and he went, Tamworth is the centre of the country. And I went, no, it's the most landlocked part of the country. And he went, so that means we're in the centre. And I was like,
No.
you're a fucking moron.
I know that they've got the biggest, highest rate of teenage.
Thank you to Jules O'Brien. Let's not do all her material because me and you are just bouncing it back.
Have we got any memes?
He's like, oh, we're not. Next it'll be like, when I die, the silicon out my tits is going to kill dolphins.
I'm not going to say who, but someone shared a meme yesterday and my mate's really not happy about it because it's one of his best jokes and all of a sudden this meme's come out.
we're in this group chat named Duck Off, and we all take the piss out of Doug saying that all his jokes are memes that he's rewritten into jokes.
Which is
Just for
a load
a
of bollocks, only 4 of them are.
Never admit that because
No, we
that's
just-
like joke theft to most people.
That's what we just
Nick
do.
jokes.
No, we do it as a laugh to warn you
They
more.
take the piss out of
But
me.
then yesterday, another
my shit's
comedian we
real.
know,
Yeah, but
his
that's
joke,
101
we've done it for
jokes.
years, but like a few days
Dad
ago,
jokes.
someone made a meme with his joke.
Yeah.
So I jokingly said, "Is that your joke? Is that one of your jokes, Doug? Look, it's a meme."
So I got in touch with the comedian.
It actually is, and
But this comedian has ripped the fuck out of me. If you're watching, enough times
No,
about
no.
I'm not telling you Craig
So-
Dixon's name. No, he's a good comedian, and I have said to him, I says, listen, that there doesn't matter because your actual gag is that there's kind of like you can see why it'll
Doug
come
showed
out
his expertise
parallel.
on getting around it.
No,
to keep
that's
his-
parallel. That's parallel. But then I'll show you the message that I sent him saying no.
Don't get defensive.
The bit after it is the.
Fucking hell, maybe having a rant later.
I'm gonna
having a
say
pistol rant later.
I was at the Exchange at a gig, and the lad I was with, I was sitting there, so there was a comedian on, and he went, look at that. Like, and it was a meme, read the meme, and I shit you not, the lad that was on the stage said the same fucking meme.
Listen to this.
I've had
Same
one
joke.
very close
I
to
did,
this.
I did a gig with this guy at the Exchange, and a comedian went on and did a joke about a lisp. You missed this set, walked straight up, did almost the exact same joke. No. And then the comedian sat there just going, I've literally just done that. And he went, I don't know, I didn't see you.
Oh, with a piss
Mate.
on his head was
Yeah.
I went for a piff.
Look, I come on stage, and I was like, I was going to do a load of jokes about being an Indian, but Terence nicked all my stuff.
In my defence on that one, I did go for a piss or piff for when he was doing that. But my joke was about irony, and I said it's ironic how people with a lisp say, people with lisp, the word lisp is hard to say.
Yeah.
And
I heard Bob Monkhouse to that in 1983.
Yeah. The comedian was sat next to
You
me.
remember anything from 1980?
The comedian was sat next to me, and I was on my. I literally looked at my phone real quick, and the comedian went to me, and I went, yeah. I was just an act, and he went, I've literally just done that, and I went, yeah, but it's so shit and obvious. Loads of people do it.
Listen to this.
also, I did do it better. That's what I
Listen
was
to
saying.
this.
Yes.
Though. I was
Just
in
getting
a
it out
comedy
there.
course, as you all know. I did
I did exactly the same.
Did you do a
same
comedy
stuff.
course?
Yeah,
Yeah, we all did.
We did. Did you know?
Yeah, Birmingham.
Did you?
Oh, right, yeah.
We don't need
Snobs over
teaching,
it.
mate. That's what we're getting paid for it.
Wow. That was mean. That was mean.
Fair gig you want. So,
Motors.
so part of the activities we had to write jokes, setting in cutting pairs. We both come up with ideas for jokes. So I wrote this joke. A couple of weeks later at an open mic, and the kid who sat with me while I wrote the joke went on and did my joke on stage. While I was sat in the audience.
I remember.
He saw me and went, I've got to say, the kid is in the audience who actually wrote that joke, so I don't know if I should have said it. But I thought,
really?
Yeah.
I've actually nicked a couple of jokes.
He doesn't do comedy anymore, so
I'll tell you
It's kind of yours.
Yeah, I forgot the joke now.
I'm doing a corporate gig. I was doing a corporate
When you
gig.
went no and pointed at me, I thought you were about to say, I had one of yours.
No, it's the way you went. Oh no, you
steal jokes.
Oh no, I didn't steal it.
I
did. I put a post up saying I was doing a policeman's gig.
That's
thing.
different, yeah.
And someone, I'm not saying who, Rory Jones, messaged me and he says, I've got a joke that's to do with something police related. Would you like to lend it for the night? And I went, yeah, sound. So I used it.
That's not stealing.
No, but it's still like using. But I have got a Gary Delaney joke that is similar to his, and someone picked me up on it, and I actually said, like, I was like, when they picked me up on it, I was like, I feel bad now because of using this like joke. What do I do? So now what I do is, if I know how it works at competitions, if you do a joke, because I've seen someone do jokes that were stolen, obviously stolen, and the compare just went, get him off, yeah. So for me, if it's a risky joke that may have been done by someone else, take it out, replace it for something else, and go.
He did a corporate gig for the Australian Embassy. For the Australian Embassy.
How long have we been going?
I don't know.
Can you even look?
No,
You just been over to it, you didn't look.
I didn't look at the time.
Oh,
Keep talking.
Doug's finished talking, let's all stop.
No, I'm doing it just because I can hear you going.
What were you saying about that? He did a gig for the Australian Embassy in London.
Did you?
Yeah.
What was it like?
Ask him how his material went and who wrote it all.
We wrote it together.
You sat in my spare room and went, oh, that was good, I'll use that. That was good. Hang on a minute, mate, say that again, word for word.
All he did was, right, he just went, say some things about Australia. I was like, kangaroos, Rolf Harris. We crossed Rolf Harris out.
I've got a good one about Rolf Harris.
Have you?
Yeah, I used to sleep. No, true story. I've woke up twice to chants of Rolf at Glastonbury, and where we used to camp was in the caravan field, which is just outside Gate C, which is right next to the kids' field. And Rolf Harris used to play the kids' field every year.
Yeah, baby.
We've
On
heard.
the trot, I used to get woke up to chants of Rolf, and then the next year, no chance of Rolf. And that's a true story. Yeah. He just disappeared.
The ones,
what happened to him?
the ones I was writing for him was like, oh, Steve Irwin's a national treasure, probably the only treasure you shouldn't dig up.
See, I did that there. and
One of
it
my
killed.
favourites, which I said to
Yeah,
you.
killed.
Yeah, one of the ones that I wanted to say about was, it's weird because in England you get home and you see cobwebs, you think, oh, the wife hasn't cleaned the house. In Australia you see cobwebs, you think, oh, the wife's probably dead.
And it that as well. That killed as well.
Mate,
But they were
I don't
bangers.
do one-liners. I write one-liners like a beast, but I hate them. But I wrote so many bangers. I got him to sing the Neighbours theme tune and the fucking Home and Away theme tune, beginning and end.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
Did that kill us?
Yeah, it killed.
no,
Yeah.
because
Oh,
the whole thing he was there for was wanting to move to Australia. So what was it? And he was like, I can't, I really like how friendly the Australians are, especially the neighbours. Everybody needs good neighbours. Everybody needs good friends. And they just start singing the neighbours theme tune. What was the Home and Away one?
The Home and Away was.
My mum was moving to Australia. She went, oh, but hold me in your arms, don't let me go. Tell me you'll stay forever.
Close to this.
Each day, home and away. He literally started singing it.
Yeah. It's all in the delivery. He's delivering shit on.
Honestly, within the space of a night, I wrote the tightest 10 on Australia.
That's why you work well together, isn't it?
Yeah. He did this.
Mate, I wrote the tightest 10-minute set on Australia. It was
Second most Molly's man at the table after Doug.
Yeah.
He did one about chlamydia as well. Koalas having.
Oh yeah, koalas are famous for. Oh no, no. Koalas are famous for being the species with the. Hang on a minute. Koalas are famous for being the species that have I can't even remember what it
No,
was.
That was brilliant.
Yeah.
That was good.
But no, it was a good joke.
Yes.
Koalas are marsupials.
So is Katie
I
Price.
really don't want to be driving to Bromsgrove, so I don't mean to be cheap.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up. Give me 2 seconds to think. Right, so koalas. Koalas are known in the animal kingdom for having the most chlamydia within their species.
What are you shaking your head for? Because
Are you fucking serious?
You're wrapping up.
Koalas are famous in
you
the.
gotta get Go on.
Koalas are famous in the animal kingdom. Koalas are known in the animal kingdom. Alright, it's getting hacky now. Koalas are known in the animal kingdom for being the animal with the most cases of chlamydia. That's weird. I thought it was Essex girls. There was too much build-up.
Don't open with it.
Yeah, that was good.
To be honest, it wasn't
That was really good,
like
Lewis.
that, but
I
yeah,
like that one.
the premise is kind of there, but
be
it wasn't
honest.
like that.
Yeah, I mean, it was
Look at the
good.
sweat around his eyes just from that one joke.
I mean,
It's all in the delivery, mate.
I think the punchline could have been a bit more. But
I'm right.
I'll bet you was all that. Go on, will you tell it? Go on.
I can't remember it.
you just said it.
It's a good. No, it wasn't like that.
It wasn't.
No, it was. Wasn't it something along the lines of koalas are the biggest carriers of chlamydia?
Yeah.
That was it. Koalas are the biggest carriers of chlamydia.
I thought it was Kate Price.
Yes, that's it.
Not there in the end.
Yeah,
Katie Price.
it killed me.
Is she still
It's all
around?
in the delivery.
Yeah, but
Price.
she's looking more like Mickey Rourke these days.
Mickey Rourke.
You see her when she come out?
It's
with
a
all that-
Caitlyn Jenner.
Fucking hell.
Have you seen the teeth?
Oh, it's full fake, isn't it?
Just because she has veneers, so they have to take. They took the old veneers off now.
Oh,
to redo
fucking
them.
hell, why are you defending her? No.
You leave out a cake
Don't you talk about her like that.
I don't know.
Yeah, but you've heard about his dick, and then did you see her come out of that thing, like, with that?
No, I don't.
Just
know.
Because we dropped on about him being able to wrap his dick round his wrist. He's hoping she watches.
Get Katie Price on the podcast now.
I'm shit scared of my wife, so.
What are you putting back on, mate?
Because I don't want to leave it here, you know.
What is it? Wrap up.
Wrap up.
Yeah, I don't
guys,
want to be cheeky, lads. It's just a fucking long
if you
drive.
don't let me do the outro, I'm putting this pen straight through your fucking ear.
Sorry, carry on.
Give me here.
These are
No, there's only one person that could plug on this, and it's
I
done.
would have fucking chugged it and flew on. Guys, thank you for the last year. It's been amazing. I know we've been slack and we don't put them out as often as we should do, but moving forward, we're got shit. Thank you. Moving forward, we're going to be putting them out every week, and we're going to try and be a little bit more professional. I hope you've enjoyed this one. I hope you've enjoyed the last year. Please remember to like, subscribe, share. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube.
And random
What's
waffle
got a death
words.
relative?
Total obvious comedy.
Listen, if you've got a relative with brain damage like Theo, go around their house and put the podcast on. They'll listen to it at least 12 times before they've remembered they listened to it. They won't mind, and we could do with the views. So
I'm not
thank
going to watch 50 First Dates.
you
Undateable.
for the 100th time. Guys, thank you again. We do love you. Come on,
Thanks
say
for
something
having
nice to them.
Yeah, thanks.
And thank you guys,
Thanks
for
for
being
having
the
us.
Yeah,
best.
thanks for having us again.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Thank you.
It's been emotional.
Yeah.
What was that koala joke again?
Here we go.
Haha, yeah, I'm knocking to the bank with it.
Are you ready to get down?